guys, it's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. This is a real quick one because I am a genius. Well, I'd like to think so. But in the last video that you saw yesterday, I was struggling to figure out getting the holes in my signature properly. I thought I had worked it all out, but yeah, I've got an even better way, guys. This is going to blow your mind, hopefully like it blew mine. So, I have created myself a template. Most of my journals are like 9 by, what are they? Yeah, most of my journals are 9 by 6.5, we'll say. So they're generally that size. Basically, if you take a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper and you fold it in half, maybe take 1/4 of an inch off for the edges, that's, you know, basically my standard kind of page sizes. So what I did is I created this little jig to help me put the holes in the perfect place for each of my journals and my signatures. So for my journal covers, I can just take this template, put it on the spine. I just need to figure out, you know, how far apart I want each one to go. I can create another template for two signatures or 3 signatures so that they're the same every time and I don't have to measure each silly piece of paper and journal cover. So I think I'm kind of genius. I'm sure someone else has done this, but I don't know why I didn't think of it before. The other thing is I had showed you with the signatures. So this is, say this is your signature here of all these different papers. I said once you got them lined up from top to bottom, right? So wherever you want them to line up. So you're going to do that first. So that's right. Go ahead and do that. And then I had showed you from here, use your ruler to tuck all the pages to the back. Well, you can do that and then have your pages go open. Oh, well, that one didn't catch that one, but you can do that and then fold it open like that, and then I want you to take your clips and clip up here and clip over on this side. Sorry, I should have contrasting paper to show you this, but okay. So your papers aren't going to move. You've got them where you want them. Then from here, I decided, why am I using my awl to try and poke holes? And I mean, you can still do that. You can definitely still use that jig for your awl. However, look what I did. I ended up pulling the signature out that I sewed in because I had sewed it in, like this one was in the back, and I didn't like it. I pulled it out, and then I realized, why not just poke the holes through the signatures so I don't have to like try and get my awl through there and can't get them lined up, and I can still use my jig wherever that went. Right? So hopefully this is making sense. Stay with me. So now I just put this on the, let's do it this way. So you can see the crease there. So I just line this up with the crease, and if you want, like on the back I have my little dummy markings, that you can mark the center. So let's go ahead and draw that line in. I didn't draw all the way in. Where's my pencil? There it is. Okay, so draw in your line like that so you know where center is. And then you just simply line up your line with the fold line of your signatures. Use your clip to clip your little jiggy jig on, like so. Same thing on this one. It's easier with thicker signatures. This is just like a couple pieces of paper put together. So there you go. So it should be perfectly straight. And now I am going to use my crocodile, and I'm going to use my jig to line up where I want my hole. And I'm using the what is that? Yeah, 1/8 hole. Okay. So again, I just line it up. And then I'm punching all the holes in all the papers at the same time. And they're all going to be the same, exactly how I want them. Now, they're not going to be wonkus, whatever you call that, off of the middle of the signatures. Okay, see? Look at that. Perfect on that fold line. And then it's easy for me to get my needle through the pages. So again, you'll do the same thing with your spine on your cover. So if this was a journal cover, you're doing the same thing. Clip it on, punch the holes. And then, yeah, everything will line up perfect in your journal and your journal cover. There was one other thing I was going to mention. Oh, yes. And I decided to step up this journal cover just a little bit more. And in the holes that I punched in my cover here, I put eyelets in. Doesn't that really dress it up? And then you're not left with an ugly hole, and you don't have to worry about the tension being on your pages or your journal cover and having it like pull down and say rip into the pages. Well, it shouldn't, because I don't know. I think it's working. You're not putting the grommet all the way through the pages or the eyelet. It's just going through the cover, but it takes away some of that tension when you're tightening things up. You're not pulling on your pages, and then your holes are perfectly aligned, right? Is that genius? I don't know. Let me know. So again, I just take your template, and you could. I just measured, so in the half here. So this is 8.5. This is 4 1/4 inches. So that's the halfway mark here. And then from here, this is 1 inch down. And then this line is, of course, just in the middle, so you can line it up at the fold mark of the pages. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, if you think this is a great idea, or if you're like, duh, we already knew that, get with the program. Let me know down below. As always, thanks for joining me, and P.S. I love you.